Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Diana, and for those that are new, welcome. Please don't forget to subscribe. You know the deal. But happy New Year. I know that I'm like hella late on this, but first video, actual video of 2020, and I'm really excited for this year. I'm really excited what this new decade has to offer. I'm definitely happy to leave 2019 behind. I had a lot of unfortunate things happen to me, and I had many blessings also happen to me as well. And I'm sure that a lot of you can relate to that. So I really hope that this new decade, this new year, is the best for everybody. We all deserve it. And we just gotta make the best of it anyways. So today I'm gonna just do some, I'm gonna say simple look, but I don't think it's gonna be that simple-ish. But so I just got, not that long ago, probably like a week or two ago, this amazing beautiful palette that is from T&D Lashes. I actually came in contact with them on Instagram. They have beautiful lashes. Like, I love them. I actually have a pair that I will be putting on today that I want to show you guys. But this is the palette. Like, it's very gorgeous, actually. I love the glitters. I love the colors. Like, it's me right there. So I wanted to talk about, the palette, and also just stuff that's happened this past year, of course, in 2019. I'll get a little bit personal, I guess, just because I did say that that's part of what my channel would be. Aside from, of course, makeup, I would talk about day-to-day life for the most part. I had a huge struggle this past year. I had to change jobs, which I was with my last job for almost 4 years. I love that job. It was, it was my family. It was everything to me. And I met so many amazing people along the way, which I was very sad to have to say bye to. And I mean, of course, it was never really truly goodbye, but it was hard to have to, do that. Also, of course, like, me and my wife got married, and things have been unbelievably amazing. Not perfect. Let me get that together. I'm not gonna try to paint a picture perfect thing, because it's not. We do have our ups and downs and everything. I moved so much, I feel like, had been to a lot of different places this past year. She actually was living in Virginia. I went out there for a little bit, and then we decided to come to where we are now in Kentucky. So it was like a big change for the both of us, but very glad that we took that leap, and she came out here with me. Besides that, 2019 was a rough year. It was a lot that I had to take in. I had to learn a lot about myself, which wasn't easy. I mean, it never is, honestly, to really get more in depth about who you are and finding yourself. It was definitely not something that I was looking forward to, but I'm very thankful that I did, and that I'm where I am now. I also, of course, as some of you guys know, I opened my YouTube channel, and this was so nerve-wracking in so many different ways, and I'm so glad that I got to do it, and I'm so glad I'm getting to do it. I know I haven't been on like I said I was supposed to be. I had a lot of stuff going on, life, of course, and I actually want to say that instead of promising that I'm gonna, or saying that I'm gonna be on here so many times a week, I'm gonna be on here as much as I'm able to. I'm still dealing with a lot of different things and all that. And to be honest, like I wanted to be on here as much as possible, or as many times as I said I was gonna be, because you know, when you're first starting off as a YouTuber, like I did a lot of research, and of course consistency is key, you know, so people remember you and all this stuff. And I want that, don't get me wrong, like I want to be remembered, and I want, you know, you guys to come back, and I want people to subscribe, and everything. But at the same time, it's my life right now needs a little bit more attention, if you catch my drift. I hope that, you know, whoever has subscribed, and the people that end up watching this understand that I love doing this. I love being able to talk to you guys about things that are going on in my life. And I guess that's because, like, I really don't do this. Like, I don't really open up. I'm a very private person, and I mean, I am a very private person for the most part, and letting people in pretty much see me like naked, it's a big deal for me. But I know that if I would have ever came across somebody that was like me, I would have loved to you know, relate. And I hope that that's what I can do for you guys, is relate to anything for the most part. There's a lot that I've been through. There's a lot that I put myself through, you know. I talked in one of my earliest videos about my addiction. I was a heroin addict for 6 years, and I'm about to make 5 years on April. Not touching it, not nothing, which it's an amazing accomplishment for me. And it wasn't easy. Like, it's still not easy. And I'm not trying to say like, oh, I want to go and use or anything like that. It's not like that. It's just I went for so long, you know, being numb, and I like that. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed not feeling. I enjoyed not caring. I enjoyed a lot of that. And I mean, yes, of course, some people will be like, oh, well, it's been 5 years. Da, da, da. Like, yeah, it's been 5 years. But at the same time, like, life is still hard. Like, dealing with emotions is not easy. And I don't care if people criticize me for this. Like, I am who I am. I did what I did, and it is what it is. I used to be so ashamed of that. I used to be so ashamed to admit that I was the heroin addict, and the things that I did, you know, for that drug. It was a lot. It was a lot to take in. It was a lot to process. But as you can see, I'm not ashamed anymore, and I could give a fuck less what people think. If you don't like it, that's fine. You can definitely stop the video and keep moving. Like, it's all right. I'm not here for anybody's approval. I'm not here for, you know, for people to be like, oh, pour this or pour me or pour. I don't. It's not about that. To me, it's that if I can maybe reach out to one person and help one person, that would make me so happy. I knew how things was when I was in active addiction. Things were horrible, you hear me? Like, there's things that as an addict that you do that you wouldn't normally do, and there's things that you go through that you normally wouldn't go through, you know. But that's a lot. Like, I'm definitely gonna talk more about that, and actually like present my story, and go pretty in depth about it also. I definitely will inform beforehand that that video will not be child friendly. So if you guys do subscribe and everything, and whenever that video comes up, just make sure there's no kids. Just, you know, just because it's gonna get a little I guess graphic and very detailed about how my life as an addict was. But today, like I said, I'm gonna be doing a look, and I'm gonna be trying out this new palette. And of course, oh my god, so I thought I lost my Juvia's blush palette, so I ended up getting this one, right? And I found the other one. You know how excited I am? So excited. I love their blushes. Juvia's Place is amazing with their blushes, and I mean, and of course other things. But without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and start my process. As you can see, I've done my eyebrows. I did a little bit, like I just shaped them in a little bit to make them look, I guess, as natural as possible. But I'm gonna go in a little bit more just to darken them up just a tad bit. And I will be right back. All right, guys, so I'm back. And as you can see, I actually went ahead and did one of my eyes already. And I also, of course, like I said before, I darkened my eyebrows just a little bit more. But I'm in love with this look right here. But I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys how I managed to get this look. So just to be able to make one of the colors stand out a little bit more, which is this beautiful peachy pink color in this palette, this beautiful baby right here. I'm actually using the Huda Beauty shadows, the creamy shadows. I really love these shadows. They're amazing. I'm actually gonna get more of them. But I'm gonna go ahead and dive right in. Like I was mentioning in my first half about my addiction, things are not easy for people out there. And I want you guys to know that and keep that in mind, especially for especially people that don't understand an addict or been through anything like that. Just know that it's not easy for them. And that life is so hard in so many different ways. But some people overcome it and some don't, and it's extremely tragic. I hope that when I load my video about my story, I hope that it will give you a better understanding about an addict and how we are and everything, at least from my perspective, you know? Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with this beautiful brown color. I want to call it brown because that's kind of what it reminds me of. It's like almost like a pinkish brown. I suck at being able to identify like what colors actually really look like. But I'm taking my Dose of Color brush. I love this brush. And all I'm doing is lightly, with a light hand, going right above the pink shade and blending this color out. And I'm definitely taking my time with this. This is something that I have learned, that if you want colors to blend like you see them on Instagram or on other people, it's having patience and taking the time to really blend that out. And it's so worth it. This is actually one of my favorite brushes to use to blend colors out like this, especially when I want them to, you know, be right above each other like this. It just makes it look so beautiful. as you can see. But as I'm going, let's talk a little bit about this new year. I have so many things in store that I want to do, so many things that I want to accomplish. And I'm pretty sure that you guys do too. I hope that everybody accomplishes what they want in this coming year, in this coming decade. There's so much crazy things going on in this world right now. And it's nuts what is happening in the world right now. I definitely do think anyone that's in the military that is going and fighting for us and risking their lives and putting their life on the line for us, I don't know if you guys hear that enough, but I thank you so much for that. I truly do. And I pray that anyone that got deployed makes it home safe. Definitely do pray for them. But I don't want to get too deep about that stuff because it's, like I said, it's just a lot that's going on in the world. But stuff like that is what I want to, like talk about sometimes on here. Like, because it's really what's going on. It's what's going on in our lives. It's what's going on in the world, So I hope that this doesn't bore you guys or anything like that. But if it does, it's okay. It happens. So now I'm going to take this beautiful burgundy color right here, and I'm going to pack it in the outer corner of my eye. And I'm going to use this Ulta Beauty crease brush. And I'm just going to put, this shadow is very pigmented, as you can see. And I'm going to go ahead and just pack it in here as much as possible. And then I'm going to blend it out. And I'm only going to go halfway. Like, I'm just going halfway over at my crease and blending this beautiful color out. Like so. These colors actually blend amazingly. And I love that. I love how it's, you don't have to work so hard at it like you do some other shadows. I'm doing this with as much as of a light hand that I can, especially to create that shadowy look that, like right here. And that'll also help me for my cut crease that I'll be doing here in a little bit. So this year, I'm hoping to get a few palettes that I've been having my eye on. The Mitchell palette is gorgeous. Can't wait for that. And as soon as I'm able to, I'm definitely getting it. I'm going to get the Huda Retrograde. That palette screams to me. Unbelievably beautiful. If you guys have those palettes, please let me know, how you like them. Just let me know how they are, because I'm extremely excited to get them. Okay, so now that I have that beautiful burgundy color, I'm going to take a clean brush, and this is just an e.l.f. contour brush. And I'm going to blend a little bit more, and like I said, I'm just going to go back and forth. Just only to about halfway. And I'm going to pack on a little bit more of the burgundy color because I would like it to be very intense. There we go. And with a light hand, with my clean brush, I'm just going to again blend that out. All right, now that I have that going, I'm going to take the shade Mino, which is from the Warriors palette by Juvia's. And it's this beautiful chocolate brown color right here. And I'm trying to find the brush that I had. Here we go. And I'm going to use this Morphe brush. It doesn't have no fancy number on it or anything like that. So, but it works wonderful when you want something precise. And I'm gonna just go lightly again where my lash line is right here, and I'm gonna just flick it out, like winging it out. I'm trying to get as close as I can so you guys can see how I manage this. This look, like I've never done colors like this before, like how I'm doing them right now. I'm actually new to this. And it makes me feel really proud because it shows how long of a way I've came with makeup. I've mentioned this before. I started doing makeup and got completely obsessed with it like 2 years ago. And ever since then, like, I watched a lot of famous YouTubers and I got so inspired by so many different people. And as you can see, this is the reason why I am here now with you guys. But I'm gonna keep blending that out. As you can see, it gives me that winged look. I'm gonna just intensify it a little bit more. As you can see. And now I'm gonna go in and cut my crease. I'm gonna use a very white concealer to do that. At first, I was gonna do a glitter. I was gonna use one of the glitters of the palette, but then I realized that it looks very beautiful in the way that it is with just the white. So I decided to keep it. And the brush that I'm using is a small cream shadow brush to do my cut crease. This is another thing that I've realized that I'm learning how to do a little bit quicker. I used to take such a long time to do my cut crease, and that's because if you mess that up, you're just gonna have to start all over again. At least that's how it was for me. But practice really does pay off, guys. So as you can see, I'm just filling all of that in right there. All right, came out very smoothly. And now I am gonna use my e.l.f. Perfect Finish HD powder just to set it. And that's just my preference. Like, I know some people don't do this, but I want to and I like to, and that's just because, like I said, I'm leaving it this white color. So I'm gonna make sure all that is nicely packed in there. And I'm gonna go in a little bit more with my concealer, just because I want that, I want to call it halo, just a little bit higher. Like right here. Yeah, that works. Okay, and again, I'm just setting it. after I set this, I'm gonna go back in with the burgundy color that I was using and the same brush, but I'm not adding any more product. Like, it's literally what it has on it already. And I'm very lightly, very lightly going into the white. Like, with a very light hand, I'm just shading in to the white, as you can tell. And I'm trying to get this harsh line to blend in as much as possible. You don't want to go too harsh. So remember that. You don't ever want to go too harsh when you're trying to blend in your crease like that. Just because then, of course, the color will just be very intense. I want to say pigmented. I mean, even though these are very pigmented. And I'm just using a clean brush. It's an my Ulta blending shadow brush. Just to go over and make sure that that's nicely blended in there without adding any more color to it, as you can see. And I actually need to go back over with my white because I went a little bit too far down, as you can see, like on this side, from this side. But it's okay. It's nothing that can be fixed. But what are you guys looking forward to this year, if I may ask, and if you answer? Like, what are the goals that you guys have? I really would like to know. What are you looking forward to? Are you planning any trips? Are you going anywhere new? You know, anything like that. Let me know, please. Okay, so now I'm gonna just go back in with Mino. Just to, again, intensify all this. Give that shadowy, like, smoky eye effect. All right, guys, sorry about that. I actually got cut off. My wife was calling. She's on break. But like I was mentioning, so I'm taking Mino, and again, I'm going very lightly for that shadow effect that I was mentioning. And then I'm gonna go back in with my burgundy color, and also still in my Ulta Beauty crease brush, and still did not add any more product to this. And I'm just blending a little bit more of that into the white. And then I am gonna take a little bit more on that brush just to get the corners right here. Like so. All right, so now I am gonna take my eyeliner from Juvia's Place, the dark one that comes with it, and if I can find my brush that I used. I do this so much, like I don't understand why I lose things so easily. But I'm gonna take a little bit of that and put it down as just as if, you know, if I was doing my liner. Except I'm going to blend the color out at the end. I think I'm covering my whole face with the mirror. And again, I'm taking my time with this because regardless, like doing a wing liner can be a pain in the ass, all right? Sometimes, like, I used to think that I would never be able to do this, like, ever. But again, practice definitely proved me wrong. And a lot of dedication, because I was not going to give up until I learned it. And for, oh, I'm sorry. And for this, this brush is my Morphe M165. I love this brush specifically for this, for doing my liner. And also it's an amazing brush to do your brows with, to get that very thin lines that, you know, that you see. Which I also just absolutely adore doing. All right, just a little bit more to intensify this color. As soon as I'm done making the wing, I'm going in very fast because this liner actually dries up extremely quickly. So now I'm just blending that upward. And again, that's just to intensify the smoky eye look. Once I have this to where I want it to be, I'm gonna go in with my Kat Von D tattoo liner. This is actually the sample that I got on as one of my birthday gifts that they give. This and their translucent powder, which is actually really good. I was a little impressed with that. I don't use a lot of Kat Von D stuff. I've seen a lot of things from her line that I am interested in to try. Her foundation's one of them. I just want to see if it's as good as everybody says it is. If you have tried it, please let me know. Leave a comment down or whatever, just letting me know what you think of it. And if it's actually worth the price. All right, so now that I have all this together, now I'm gonna go in with my lashes. I might smudge it up a little bit more, just for my preference. Actually, I am gonna smudge it up a little bit more. Just so you can see. All right, so now I'm gonna go in with the TND lashes. If I'm not mistaken, like, and I could be completely wrong, but I think these are Hollywood. On their site, they have many other lashes that are, I mean, they're really beautiful. So if you get a chance, please go check them out. I don't think you'll be disappointed. And again, I swear, I'm going to make a video to see how many times I lose things, and I'm going to do a giveaway because it's insane how quickly and how easily I lose stuff when they're right in front of me. So I'm gonna use the Duo lash glue. I swear by this glue. I really don't use any other. I think that I tried Tarte's one time. That was okay, but nothing has, you know, been as good as the Duo. That's another thing. I like to try out new things. So if you have, you know, a lash glue out there or whatever that, you know, is your all-time favorite, by all means, please let me know. I will definitely give it a, you know, shot and see what I think of it. But yeah, like I said, this one's my favorite. So I'm gonna let that sit with the glue, and then I'm gonna go ahead and take the tape off. And it looks beautiful. So while I'm letting the glue sit, I'm gonna go ahead and take my Luxie brush, my Tamper Blending Luxie brush that I was using. And again, no product, just what it had already on there. And I'm gonna just blend my color up a little bit more, like so. And then I'm gonna use the Warrior 2 palette again, and I'm gonna actually, this time I'm gonna use Amina, which is this beautiful shimmery color right here. And I'm gonna put that on the top of my lid. Bravo. So I'm gonna take Amina, just go in, and then I'm gonna blend it out again with my Luxie brush. Just a tad bit. Yes, girl. That works wonderful. So now for my face. So I already have primed my face. I use the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. I really love that primer. I'm actually gonna need to get more. Besides Tatcha, like, that one's my second favorite. So today I am gonna use, once I find everything. Seriously, this is my life. Forgetting, misplacing everything. I'm gonna use my Juvia's Place I Am Magic Concealer in shade J18. Gonna go right under my eyes. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna use my Real Technique sponge to blend all this out. This concealer is, I mean, I've mentioned this before in one of my early videos. I really love the Juvia's Place concealers. They work amazing. I also like NARS. Like, NARS is really good too. Okay. And for foundation today, decisions. So, I think I'm gonna use my Huda Beauty foundation in shade Baklava. I swear to God, I feel like I'm saying that wrong. But that's how it looks like to me, so I'm just gonna go with it. And I'm using my Juvia's Place foundation brush. And then a little bit of this goes a long way. That's why I love this foundation so much. The price is worth it. I'll say that. And of course, can't forget the ears. So once I have that all in, I'm gonna use my Real Technique sponge to blend all of that out. All right, so I think I've also given it enough time for my lash glue to set, and I'm gonna go ahead and just, I almost forgot. Mascara. My favorite mascara is the L'Oreal Telescopic Carbon Black. Love this mascara. I've been using this for years. Like, I really can't, like, I don't see myself using any other. I've tried others, like, you know, high-end ones, of course. But I always come back to this one. Always. Okay. So. Here we go. Oh, yes. All right, guys, so I'm going to finish the rest of my face, and then I'm going to come back to show you the finishing look. All right, guys, so this is my finished look. I really enjoyed how this turned out. I really enjoyed making this video. Like I said, first actual video of 2020. And it was my pleasure. I can't wait to post again, and I can't wait to see you guys again. So please, don't forget, subscribe. Just push the little button. You know, it's not hard. It's all right. Just go on and do it. It'll be our little secret. But I want to give you guys a closer look of how everything turned out. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. Until next time, guys. Bye.